Hello everybody, the Video Game 1004 here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to, well, as you can see in the thumbnail and what's on screen right now, how to connect a gaming console, a capture card, a monitor, and a PC all through one headset. Now, this thing does require, outside of the money to buy these things, um, a little extra more money to hook it all up. But the main important thing is the fact that this will benefit for both for your friends on console and your friends on PC. And I'm going to show you exactly how to hook it all up for all the software and the physical. The physical one is pretty easy. The software one is a little bit more difficult to handle, but if you don't have a capture card, you can bypass a little bit of a step. But those who do use the capture card as content creators, like I am, I will show you how they handle it. Let's begin. So first, we're gonna go to, if I can disable, there we go. All right. Hello. Goodbye. So first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna head over to get one of the Voicemeeter items. You could do with the simplest one. You could do a banana. I do potato personally. Um, this is a donation thing. And if you want I highly recommend spending at least $10 if you really want to be generous to these people who made this thing. Go ahead and spend more, but a minimum of $10 is all you need. Because after 30 days, as you can see here, after 30 days, blah 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 blah, it'll take a while to basically, this thing, it'll keep popping up, being auto disabled till you have it ready to go. Anyway, so you download that. I'm not going to show you how to install it. I'll show you how to set it up later. And the next thing you want is, this is how I use for my Discord. Is I download this. This is something more important to worry about because it allows you to hear your Discord and other applications much easier. And like as you can see here, I got Discord right here, my PlayStation 5. You can put a mic here, you can put a mic here, whatever. I'll show you the rest of the stuff later. And it's pretty good because it's an audio software. It's easy to split. Because like I'm gonna do this right now for you. Like right now, you're hearing me through here, so I'm just gonna talk and do this. If I go up, 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 you can hear me. Okay. So now that it's over, we're gonna pop over the Discord real quick. I'll show you how to set it up. So obviously you gotta go to your settings when you're on PC at least. Obviously if it's a phone, that's probably a little different system to deal with because I mean it's whatever. So what you want to do is set your output or your input device to whatever B2 is. This is going to be your default mic setting really, and your output to the cable. All right, and Discord is all set for that part. Now, what you want to do is you want to head into your sound settings to make sure you can actually use that. That is not my sound settings. More volume. You don't want to be here. You want to go all the way down to more sound settings. This is what you want. Close that. Close that. So what you want, excuse you, that's not what you're supposed to be. You probably can't really see it that much. I'm going to read it out as much as I can for when it's time. So what you want is you want to find Voicemeeter aux input. You want to set that as your default device. Because if you go down to your sound settings, you want to make sure it's like this every time you load it up. Okay, whoop. And then down here, we're going to keep scrolling down till you see the B2 again. Why is it not showing in here? Should be in here. I'm being stupid. It's been a minute. I'll figure it out later. Probably going to be while we're working on this. Then you're going to go to recording. Okay, first of all, this should not be working. Disable that. I do not use that. You want to head down to where it says B2 out. Set that as your default. Oh, excuse me. And I can't remember exactly which one of these two, which one of these, probably this one. You want to set this as your, one of these two as your communication device. Because it's gonna vary depending on what you plug in. Like I'm using a $30 headset right now that I'm using to talk to you guys right now. So, you know, you could just do that. I don't really bother with that anymore. But that's pretty much for these. Um, One quick thing, actually, before we get anywhere else, the listen volume. No, wait, hold on. Where is it? Why is that out? There it is, advanced. So the hertz, you want 48K. You could go with higher bits if you want, but as long as it's on the 48K, it should be fine. If you can get higher than that, I don't know if you can, but I'm not a PC nerd. So that's pretty much it for that. And now for the physical stuff. Well, actually, hang on. Let me actually show you Streamlabs real quick. So, for those who have a console and want to do Streamlab or use Streamlabs OBS or OBS Studios, etc., you're going to need two things. You're going to want to have a mic setting labeled and label it as your Elgato, and you want to have the Elgato as well. The Elgato does blah blah blah, all that fun stuff. Um, higher resolution is always good, but why is it not have 4K for that? Oh, I think I know why it was like that. Ooh. Let me transform and fit to screen. Thank you, good boy. You know, but highest FPS, whatever resolution you can handle, resolution, whatever. Um, all that fun jazz. But the mic, you want to do this. When it comes to the mic setting, set it to either a B3 or a B1. Your B2 is going to be for when you go into here for your normal mic settings over here, because you see I'm talking, and it's bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. So you're going to go over here, properties. If you didn't do it correctly in that one sound menu that was from here, you can manually do it yourself. Make sure it's on B2 or B1, whatever one you want. As long as it's a B, it'll go through whatever you place it as. All right. And just to show you real quick, where is it? I forgot to set you back to here as well. Your microphone's muted. Okay. Actually, hang on. I don't even know if you could do side to side, but you hear me talking. It's gonna be talking on there in a second. 3, 2, 1. Bop, 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 bop. Okay, that was a little annoying. So what we want to do about that is literally just have that sound, the sound card that I'm about to show you here somewhere in editing. I don't know where I'm going to show it. You want to have it set like that, and your sound set to just to the TV. If you do this, your capture card. If you're a capture card user, that is. If you're a capture card user, do not go with this. Do with the TV, and we'll work on that in a minute. If you're not a capture card user, go ahead and do this, and do whatever you want. But do know this is mainly for those who are using Streamlabs OBS or whatever kind of stuff. Ooh, a little burp. All right. So now for the physical stuff. Let me see. Come back here. All right. So as you can see, we could close this down. I got 5 items here. So I'm going to show off the headset real quick. As we all know, if it will show it. Nope, that's not what I want. Will it show it? No. Okay, you know what? I'm pretty sure we all know what this is. It's a wireless headset that requires a USB device to plug into the PlayStation, or, in this case, a PC. Alright. Hello. I'm having it set this way because it will show you my town if I didn't have it this way. So you need a headset that has a USB device or something. Or you could do like a mic or whatever you want. You just need some sort of device that you're going to use for communication via hearing and verbal communication to your friends. Close that one. Do not tell me it just did all that. Oh my god, I was going to be pissed. Just in case, get a splitter, 3.5 splitter. I don't know if it's going to really affect it that much or not, but if you find a splitter and it comes like a little extra piece like how these are, make sure it's a 3-ring, okay? God damn it. You know what? Hang on. Nope. Don't want to close that because I'm still recording. Alright. And this is a 2-pack that I bought. $4. God damn, they really discounted that. As you see, as I said earlier, it's a 3-ring. So you want to make sure you have 3 rings to make sure it works right. And then you need a minimum of 2 of these. This is a sound suppressor slash ground loop isolator, whatever you want to call it. It's a suppressor for sound. Because if you don't do this, what's going to happen is there's going to be a lot of static that occurs, whatever. If you don't have, so what you need is basically you want one to be plugged in to the sound card of your place that gets plugged into your PlayStation or Xbox or Nintendo Switch if that's a fucking thing. I don't know. And then you want one being connected to your monitor for those who are capture card. If you're not a capture card user, plug it into the other end of the sound card. Here's the sound card. Thank you. This is what the sound card looks like. As I said, this side is the mic. So for those who are using the capture card, only plug in one of those suppressors into here. And then if you're not a sound or capture card user, go ahead and plug in the other side with another one of the suppressors. And now for the fun part. Let me actually just do this a little bit live. Make it a little bit easier. Alright, let me see. Send this to my friend who no longer uses Discord because he's a little bit of an idiot because he forgot his password. Did I say that about that? I love my friends. They're all good people. All right. So on the back of your PC, or if you find another one of those sound card things that can mimic these, you want in the green outlet, which is I think your sound out, to have the mic or the 3.5 cable heading to your PS5 from the sound card into here. And if you're a capture card user or not a capture card user, regardless, you want to have one of them plugged here. But here's where it really matters. If you're a capture card user, what you need to do is on the other end, either over here with the sound suppressor being plugged in directly. I don't recommend that. It still didn't work out that well for me when I did it. So between your monitor to your PC, either directly have the sound suppressor plugged into your monitor that has a 3.5 jack in it, hopefully, and have that run its way to the blue. Let's get a little zoomer in. So again, this is for just the mic portion of the sound card plugged into your PlayStation 5 with the sound suppressor, either from over on this side or on the sound card side, doesn't matter. And for the capture card users, you must have on the other end of this wire a sound suppressor plugged in, and then have the sound suppressor be plugged in directly to the monitor, or just to be safe and sorry, with, as I was mentioning earlier, with the splitter, plug it into the splitter and then send another 3.5 3-ring to your monitor from the splitter, just to be safe. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does. It's all iffy, diffy, and whatnot there. So make sure you do it as close to replica as I just said. It's a little tricky, but the most important part about these 3.5 cables, once again, you need to have a 3-ring. Count it like how you see here: 1 ring, 2 ring, 3 ring. Make sure it's all in a little stick that goes on them. Otherwise, they won't really work out that well. And just to give a little bit more clarification, let's open up Streamlabs again for me. Go to my PlayStation here. So right now, all you hear is this. And again, if you are a person that is not a sound card or capture card user, you can go ahead and switch to a USB audio device. If you're not a capture card user, or if you are a capture card user, do not do that. Have that. And one last thing. Oh, when you go to there we go. When you go to adjust your mic volume, have it on the lower side of the thing. Have it like a quarter's worth or so, because I'm gonna mute myself on the Streamlabs so it doesn't echo. There we go. So if you watch, I'm gonna lower it a little bit more. So this is what it sounds like at the lowest. And with Voicemeeter, you can increase that volume on wherever you have it set up. I'm gonna lower it a little bit here, because that's your main volume control. You don't want it too high, you don't want it too low, because I'm gonna lower it and going back up, going back up, going back up, boom. So you just got to find the right spot for that, because I'm gonna go back down. Ah, ah. So, ooh, there we go. So you don't want it to be too high on here. Same for the Xbox people if you have that kind of setting. And now I'm going to show off. Hang on. Do I have a? Okay, I do. I can make it. Hang on. Game capture. Put this on. And any? Nope, that's not what I want. And then. Are you not gonna do it? I told you to. It won't do it. Okay. Alright, well, that was a waste of his time for that spot. Okay. So let's open Voicemeeter. Hello! Streamlabs, go away. Alright. So as you can see, I got Discord up here. I mean, Bloxing works, but I can't. I tried replicating it on someone else's video. I just found it easier to do that cable output thing and have that be the Discord audio device. Let me just double check if it's still there, because now my brain's not working. Okay, good. Alright, close that. Alright, so I'm going to put this back down. So, up here you select your audio device that you want, and up here this is where you select to send your audio to be played to. So, as you can see here, I got a Bluetooth speaker. The Realtek thing, that is actually the cords that we were playing with on the back of the PC. And then your first one could be whatever you want, like your headphones or whatever. So here, I picked my Elgato to make it so that way when I'm on here for Streamlabs, that these two are in sync. It should be in sync now that I looked at it during this recording. And A1, so basically, all the A's are where you want to hear your audio. All the B's is where you want to transmit your audio, except for when it comes to your system you're playing on. So, A1 is my headphones. 2 is the ability to actually soundboard on PlayStation, for example. So let me actually show you that real quick. I'm going to open up my favorite instance. Okay. Let's do. Hang on, what's this?
Assault.
Ow. That is Assault from Halo. Ow. That hurt my ears. You're lucky you guys didn't hear that there. Okay. So A2, in this instance, being it with line in Realtek matching, as you see. Whatever you're going to hear for A2 is going to be transmitted there. So my mic is being transmitted into the PlayStation Oh, I just realized I don't want that. So A2 for this is your whole PC right here. Everything PC related is right here. A1 is so I could hear you guys or hear whatever's playing played. A2 is going to be transmitted to there, and I'm going to disable my mic on my PlayStation so that way it doesn't pick me up talking. Because I'm going to switch over there right now so you can see. As you can see, I'm talking through Streamlabs, but it's not picking me up on the system. So, with that being said, I'm going to play Among Us. So, that's also how you can also soundboard on console. It's a pretty neat thing to do. I highly recommend saving this video somewhere. If you use a third-party thing to frickin' do whatever about keeping it memorized or bookmarking this somewhere on a notepad or whatever, please do, because this is something that all content creators should try to do, aim for when they want to use a capture card. If you're not a capture card user, it's something you still can do. But you just gotta remember, for you guys as who want the live stream without a capture card, you don't have the same kind of quality production that you can with that you get with recording versus live, because live instances are a little bit better through PC. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.